Imagine it's your first day as an assistant at a vet clinic. The vet gives you a simple task: just sit and note how many pets come every day. But soon the vet encounters a problem. Sometimes he has too much medicines left, and sometimes he completely runs out of it. So he asks you to convert this raw data into meaningful information. So you sit down to think, and one idea immediately comes to your mind: a graph. A graph is a way to visualize a function or a relationship, and a function helps us understand patterns. If I can roughly understand the pattern, I can estimate how many pets might come tomorrow or next week. So you plot a graph of days versus number of pets, and you notice an interesting pattern. The number of pets increase on weekends and is lowest on Mondays. Excited, you run to the vet and say, "Hey, boss, just stock more medicine on weekends. No need to bring them on weekdays." The next day is Sunday. You came back expecting appreciation, but instead the vet is standing there with an angry face. "It rained heavily today and no one came. Why didn't you consider the weather in your prediction?" So again, you take out the data and start thinking more carefully. You realize that it's not just the weather that affects how many pets come. There are other factors too, like holidays, diseases, special events, etc. Real world data is much more complex than it looks. One simple rule or one simple formula cannot accurately predict everything. So you get a new idea. Instead of guessing blindly, you decide to list down all the factors that might influence the result. You call them input factors like x1, x2, x3, x4. Then you assign them some importance values. These importance values are what we call weights. While a real neural network assigns these weights randomly initially, you decide to assign them based on how important you think each factor is. Then you multiply each input value with its weight and sum them up to get the output. But then again, you realize something. When it's a normal Tuesday, no holiday, traffic, number of pets coming cannot be zero. So you add a bias. Bias is like saying even when all the parameters or factors are zero, some pets might still show up. Then something interesting comes to your mind. Sometimes more pets come because it's the weekend. Sometimes they come because the weather is good. Sometimes some random holiday changes everything. So, on the same data, you apply different views, and each summation notices a slightly different pattern. As you can see in the first one, more weight is given to x1, meaning the output is dominated by the day factor. In the second one, the output is dominated by weather, and in the third by holidays. But all of the predictions still behave like a straight line, too simple for messy real life data. So you pass the result through another function called an activation function so that it can better capture real world behavior. But still, the result is too simple to capture real world complexity. So instead of using just one function, you decide to stack many small functions together. The output of the first function becomes the input of the second, and so on. And here's where the structure of a neural network naturally appears. Instead of doing all the calculations one by one for every combination we made earlier, such as holiday focused combination, day focused, and weather focused combination, each neuron handles its own combination of inputs and importance values in parallel. So many calculations are happening at the same time. The value produced by these neurons are then passed forward to the next layer. In the next layer, the same process happens again. The output from the previous layer are multiplied by a new set of weights. A bias is added, and then a function is applied to bend the result and make it nonlinear. This process repeats layer after layer. First, the values are mixed using weights, then they are bent using a function, then they are passed forward. As the data flows through more layers, these repeated transformations allow the network to capture more complex relationships in the data. So, as you just saw, a neural network is nothing but numbers being multiplied by weights added with a bias and passed through functions again and again. Each layer reshapes the data slightly, And layer by layer, the network keeps refining what matters and suppressing what doesn't. What looks like intelligence is really just many mathematical operations working together in parallel. And that is how a neural network works. Now, you throw the notebook on the face of a vet because you have just discovered the neural network. But I know that I might have left you with some questions like the one listed on the whiteboard. So, to reveal them, do comment part 2 and I will surely drop it out